we are going to start the next lecture of class 9th mathematics chapter 7 triangles. So we start this lecture with the result regarding the inequalities of a triangle. So the first theorem we have over here is that a triangle ABC is given to us, and it is given that one of the sides of the triangle is greater than the second. Suppose we are saying this side AC is greater than the side AB. So what we have to prove is that this angle at B, this is greater than this angle at C. So we are doing a construction over here. So we have marked a point D on this line AC. Suppose this length we are showing, say it is some K unit length. K unit length is there. We are saying we have marked a point D on this. This length is greater than this K unit length. We have marked a point D at the K unit length over here. So what we get is, and we have joined this point B and D. So in this triangle ABD, what we get is that this AB, this side I am talking about, this AB and AD, they are equal. Now if two sides of the triangle they are equal, then you know that the angle over here, they will be also equal. The angle we are talking over here, this is this angle and this angle, these two angles will be equal. And we have marked these two angles as angle X. This is X over here, this is X over here. And we have named the other angles also. We are suppose we are saying this is angle Y, this is T, W and Z. Now what we see from this figure is that if we look at the triangle DBC, then this line we are extending in this direction. We are talking about, we have extended this line DA, and this is the angle X over here. This is the exterior angle, and exterior angle we know it is the sum of the interior opposite angles. So what we are saying is that X will be equal to T plus Z. So we are saying that X is greater than Z. You know that the exterior angle that is greater than the corresponding interior angles. So first thing we get from here is that X is greater than Z. Now second thing we are talking over here, that if we look at this angle at this point, so we are saying this whole angle is X plus T. T is some positive number over here, it is the value of the angle. So we are saying this value will be greater than X. This is an obvious thing. We are saying X plus T will be greater than X. And from this result, we have already seen that X is greater than Z. From this result, we are saying this part we are talking from this angle, and X is greater than Z. Basically, we are talking from this. These two are equal because these sides we have constructed, they are equal to each other. So what we get from this is that X plus T is greater than Z, and this is what we have to prove, that X plus T, this whole angle over here, this is the angle opposite to this side, this is the angle Z, this is opposite to this side, and we are saying that the angle opposite to the longer side is the greater angle. So the next we have to prove is that if any triangle is given, then the side opposite to the greater angle is longer. This is just like the converse of the previous theorem. So we are saying that suppose we are having a triangle ABC in which this angle we are talking at B, it is greater than this angle at C. This is given to us. We are saying this angle at B, this is greater than angle at C, and we have to prove that this AC length is greater than the AB length. So we are saying that three cases can be there. What is fixed over here is that these angle, if I am writing this angle is X, this is Y, we are saying X is greater than Y. This is given to us. So we are saying there are three cases. First is AB is equal to AC. Second is AB is greater than AC, and third is AB is less than AC. If AB is equal to AC, if a triangle is given and it is given that this is a triangle ABC, if we have AB is equal to AC, then we know that these two angles, these should be equal. but what is given to us is that x is greater than y. It means this case is not possible. Second, we are saying, if suppose a triangle is given, if in this triangle we are saying this is ABC, and we are saying that AB is greater than this AB side over here, this is greater than the side AC, then from our theorem, the previous theorem that we have done, we know that if AB is greater than AC, then what is the case? It is that the angle Y will be less than angle greater than angle X. Opposite to A it is angle Y, opposite to this side this is angle X, and we are saying that Y will be greater than X. But what is given to us is that X is greater than, this is given to us X is greater than Y. So this case is also not possible, and we are left only with this third case, that AB is less than AC. So in both first two cases we get a contradiction. So we are left only with the third case, that AB is less than AC, and this must be true. Now in the next question, we are given a line AB we are talking about, and we are saying that a point P is given to us. This is the line AB given to us, and this is the point P that is given to us, and we are drawing different lines from P to the line AB. Suppose we have drawn a line that is PN, we have drawn another, we can draw another line over here, we can draw another line over here. So we are saying that the line, this PM we are talking about, we are saying if suppose this line is perpendicular over here, this is perpendicular over here, then this is the shortest line. This thing we have to prove. So what is given to us is this, that this angle is 90 degree, this is given to us, and this is the shortest line. This thing we have to prove. So what we are saying is that if this angle is 90 degree, and suppose I am talking about the other angles over here, suppose I am talking about this angle over here, I am saying we are considering the triangle, this is PMN, this is PM and N. I am saying this angle is 90 degree, then one thing is sure, that sum of these two, X and Y, that is 90 degree. It is a triangle. It means X is less than 90 degree and Y is less than 90 degree. It means this angle Y is always less than this angle. If this Y is less than this angle, that what this thing means is that this side PM is less than the side PM. We are saying that if we are talking about two lines over here, this angle is 90 degree and this angle is some angle Y, and we are saying that the smaller of these two angles is this angle. It means this side will be the smaller side. Why? This angle is 90 degree, this angle is over here, so corresponding to this angle this side is there, corresponding to this angle this side is there. So what we get is that PM is less than PM. So what we see from this is, if we draw any line over here, it is PN, it may be some other line we can draw over here at this point, at this point, at this point, we see that this angle is 90 degree and this side is always smaller than the all other sides. So what we get is that the perpendicular line segment is the shortest line we have. Now the next definition we have already seen in our previous lectures also, that distance between point and a line. We are saying a line is given to us and a point is given to us. If we want to find the distance between these two, we are saying that we draw a perpendicular from this point to this line, and the length of this distance is the distance between the point and the line. And if the distance between a line and a point, if it is 0, it means that the point is lying on that line, or we are saying if a point is lying on the line, then the distance between them is 0. Now the next result that we have to prove it is that the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. So we are talking about if a triangle is given to us, this is A, B, C. what we have to prove is that AB plus BC is greater than AC. We are talking about AB plus BC is greater than AC. Similarly, we can prove that AC plus BC is greater than AB. Now to prove this, what we are going to do is we are going to do some construction. This is our line BA, and we are extending this line BA, and we are marking a point. If the length of this AC is there, we are marking a point on this line we have extended, and we are saying this is the point D. We have marked this point such that these two lengths are equal. We are saying that the length of AC and AD, these two lengths, these are equal. These two lines, these are equal in length. Now, if suppose I am saying this angle is X, then look at the triangle over here. We are saying this is a triangle ADC. This angle is X. These two sides are equal, then this angle is also X. This angle we are talking about, this angle is also X, because these two sides are equal, so these two angles will be equal. Suppose this angle is Y. So what we get is that this angle over here, this I am talking about the triangle. If I look at this triangle, this angle is X plus Y, and this angle is X. We are talking about this triangle. This angle is X plus Y, and this angle is X, and we know that X plus Y will be greater than X. It means the side opposite to this angle will be greater, side opposite to this angle will be smaller. So what we get is the side opposite to this angle means we are talking about BC. What we get is BC, and side opposite to this larger angle over here, it is BD. So what we get is BC is less than BD. Now BD we can divide it in two parts. It is BA plus AD, and from our construction we are saying this AD and AC, they are equal in length. So what we get is this is equal to BA plus, in place of AD I can write it as AC, and this is what I have to prove, that BC, this side, is less than the sum of the BA plus AC, other two sides. Similarly, I can prove for the other two cases also. What we have to do is suppose I am talking about some other case. So what we have to do, this is our triangle over here. Now what we can do, we can extend it in this direction. We will mark this is the point D. We will join these 2 points. This is A, B, C. Now we are saying these two are equal. See, with the same procedure you can prove the second part. Similarly, you can extend the triangle in the third direction and you can prove the third part. Now in this next question, you have to prove that the difference between any two sides of a triangle is less than the third side. In the previous case, we have proved that the sum of the two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. This is difference of the length of the sides is less than third side. So in this case, what we are going to do is we are saying ABC is a triangle. We are considering that all these sides, these are of different length, because if any two sides are of same length, then there is not much things to prove. So we consider that all ABC, these are of AB, ABC and CA, these are of different length. And second thing we are considering, suppose that AC is greater than AB. We are saying this AC length we are talking about, this AC length, this is greater than the length AB. Now if this length is greater than AB, it means the next thing we are going to do is we are doing some construction over here. What we have done, we have marked a point D over here such that if this length AB is X, then we are marking a point over here, this is also of length X over here. So what we get from this is that if we look at this triangle ABD, over here these two sides, these are equal in length. If these two sides are equal in length, then these two angles are also equal. We are saying these two sides AB and AD are equal in length, then these two angles are equal. We are writing this is angle 1, this is 2. Suppose we are writing this is angle 3 and this is angle 4. So what we get from this is, if we look at the triangle ABD, this triangle we are talking about, if we look at this triangle, what we get is that angle 3 is the exterior opposite angle to A and angle 1. It means angle 3 is greater than angle 1. Now next thing we have is angle 1 and angle 2, they are equal. We are talking about this angle 1 and angle 2, they are equal because these two sides, these are equal. So what we get is that angle 3 is greater than angle 2. Why? Because angle 3 is the exterior angle for angle 1. Now similarly, if we look at the triangle, we are saying DBC. We look at this triangle, and this line is extended over here. So what we get is this angle 2. This is the exterior angle now to the angle. This is the angle 4 over here. It is interior opposite angle to the exterior angle 2. So what we get from this is that angle 2 is greater than angle 4. So combining these two results, what we get is that angle 3 is greater than angle 2 is greater than angle 4. So angle 3 is greater than angle 4, or we are writing it as angle 4 is less than angle 3. Now if angle 4 is less than angle 3, it means if we look at the sides over here, then this opposite to angle 4, the side BC is there, and opposite to angle 3, the side BC is there. So what we get is that DC is less than BC. Now what is the value of DC? So it is AC minus AD. I am talking about the value of this DC. This is whole length is AC, and if we subtract from this the length AD, we get the value of DC. So we are writing that AC minus AD is less than BC. Now this AD length, this is equal to the length AB. So what we get is that AC minus AB is less than BC. So what we are proving over here, we are saying this is the length AC, this is the length AB, AC, and this is the length BC. So we are proving that the difference between the two sides of a triangle, this is the difference between two sides of a triangle, is less than the third side. Similarly, we can prove for the other cases. Now in the next question, we have to prove that the sum of the any two sides of a triangle is greater than twice the median drawn to the third side. So we are given a triangle ABC, and we are saying that AD is the median over here. This is AD is the median from A. So what we have to prove is that AB plus AC is greater than 2 times AD. So to prove this, we are doing some construction. What we have done, this AD is there, and we are extending this AD to over here. And how we have extended it such that this length AD and this length DE, these are equal, and we have joined these 2 points E and C. We have joined the point E and C. Now if we look at the triangles over here, one is, we are talking about the triangle ADB, and second triangle we are talking about is EDC. If you are looking at these two triangles, what we have is that these two sides we are talking about, these two sides, they are equal, this side and this side. We are talking about these two triangles over here. We are saying these two sides are equal. Second thing we have is these two angles are equal because these are interior opposite angles. And third thing we have is these two sides are equal because AD is the median. So this is the midpoint over here. So what we get from this is that these two triangles we are talking about, these two triangles, these are congruent to each other. So what we get is that AB, that is equal to EC. We are saying that AB, that will be equal to EC. This is why CP CT, and we know that the sum of the any two sides of the triangle is greater than the third sides. So in triangle ACE we are talking about ACE, we are talking about this triangle over here. We are using this theorem and we are writing that it is EC plus AC, and we are saying EC plus AC, this is greater than AE. Now what we have is AE, the value of AE is 2 times AD. This thing we have by our construction, that this value is 2 times AD. So this is what we have to prove, and we are saying EC is equal to AB, and this thing is what we have to prove, that AB plus AC is greater than 2 times AD. Similarly, we can talk about any other two cases. That is, if we are talking about, if this is a triangle and we are considering the median in this form, we can prove in the similar way. If we are taking the median in this form, we can prove in the similar way that the sum of the two sides of a triangle is greater than the twice the length of the median. Now next, it is given a triangle ABC and we have to find the shortest and the longest side. So we know that the largest angle over here, this is 80 degree and this is the side opposite to it. So AB is the largest side, and the smallest angle over here, this angle is 40 degrees, and the side opposite to it, is this BC, and it means that this is the shortest side. Now in the next question, a right angle triangle is given to us ABC, and we have to prove that the hypotenuse is the longest side. We have already seen the proof. So what we are saying, this angle is 90 degree over here. The sum of these two angles, if this is X and this is Y, we are saying sum of these two angles is 90 degree. It means X is less than 90 degree, Y is less than 90 degree. So the largest of all these three angles is this angle B, and the side opposite to this is AC, that is the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is the longest side. Now the next thing we have to prove is that the sum of the three altitude of a triangle is less than the sum of the three sides of a triangle. So suppose I am talking about a triangle is given to us, and we are saying suppose the length of the sides are X, Y and Z. Now if I draw a perpendicular over here, we are talking about the altitude over here. Second perpendicular we are drawing over here, this is second perpendicular, and this is the third perpendicular we are talking about, this is the third perpendicular. Suppose the lengths of the perpendicular, they are A, B and C. Now we know that if we look at this line, and we look at this point, because I am talking about this point A and this line BC. So for this line, this line over here, this is the line with the shortest length corresponding to this point A. On this line BC, this is the line with the shortest length. So basically what we are saying is that C is less than X and C is less than Y. Similarly, we have A is less than, if we are talking about A, it means I am talking about, this is the line I am saying, and this is the perpendicular over here. So we are saying A is less than X and A is less than Z. Similarly, when we talk about B, this length we are saying it is B. So what we get is this length is B, we are saying. So for this length B, we are saying B is less than Y and B is less than Z. So if we look at these three cases, suppose I am talking about C is less than X, A is less than Z and B is less than Y. I am talking about these three cases over here, and I add these three equations, what I will get is A plus B plus C is less than X plus Y plus Z, and this is what I have to prove, that the sum of the three sides of a triangle, they are greater than the sum of the three altitudes. The next thing we have to prove is that the perimeter of a triangle is greater than the sum of the three medians. Perimeter means perimeter is the length of the sum of length of all sides of the triangle. That is the perimeter of the triangle. So we are saying that ABC is the triangle given to us, and AD, BE, these are these three lines. These are the medians. From the previous result, we know that the sum of the any two sides of a triangle is greater than the twice the median drawn to the third side. So we can write it AB plus AC is greater than 2 times AD. So what it means? We are talking about AB plus AC is greater than 2 times AD. Similarly, for the other two cases, we can write the equations in this form. So we are having three equations. Now we add these three equations, and what we get is that AB plus BC plus this. AB is 2 times this, AB is there, 2AB, AC is 2 times, and BC is 2 times. From the other, we are getting 2AD plus 2FCF plus 2BE. 2 gets cancelled, and we are left with this equation, that AB plus BC plus AC. So AB plus BC, what AB plus BC means? AB plus BC plus CA. This is the sum of the sides of the triangle. So this is basically the perimeter. And AD plus DE plus CF means we are talking about the length of the median. So we are saying that the perimeter is greater than the length of the medians. In this question, we are given a triangle ABC, and D is any point in the interior of this triangle. So we are saying any triangle is given to us, and D is any point in the interior of this triangle. This is A, B, C, and D is any point over here. And what we have to prove is that if we join B, D and DC, so we have to prove that this length BD plus DC, this is less than the length AB plus AC. Now to prove this, we are doing some construction over here, and the construction that we have done is that we have produced BD to meet EC at AC at E. So we have extended this point over here, and this is the point E that we have. Now if we consider the triangle ABE, we are talking about this triangle. In this triangle, we are saying that AB plus AE, that is greater than BE. This thing we know, because the sum of the two sides of the triangle is greater than the third side. Now when we are writing BE, we can write it equal to this BE, we can write it equal to BD plus DE. Now if we consider the another triangle, suppose we are talking about the triangle CDE, we are talking about this triangle. So what we get is that in this triangle we are having DE plus EC is greater than DC. So we are talking about that the sum of the two sides DE and EC, it is greater than DC. Now from 1 and 2, what we get is that we add all these equations. So we get is AB plus AE plus DE plus EC is greater than BD plus DE plus DC. So when we adjust these terms, we are saying that we are taking AE plus EC over here, and this BD terms is over here. So finally the answer that after adjusting the terms you will get in this form, that it is AB plus AC is greater than BD plus DC, and this is what we have to prove. In this question, we are given that AP is perpendicular to QR and PR is greater than, this is PR, it is greater than PQ. Further, PS and PQ, they are equal. Now we have to prove that this side AR is greater than the side AQ. So these further a few more things are given to us that are given in this figure. So we are talking about the triangle APQ and the triangle APS. Now if we look at these two triangles, we are saying that it is given to us that this side and this side these are equal, then this side and this side these are equal. These angles are of 90 degrees. So by SAS axiom, these two triangles, these are congruent to each other. So what we get is that the angle formed at this Q, that is equal to the angle formed at this S. The same thing you can also prove by using the fact that the two sides, this AQ and AS, are equal. So angle at Q and angle at S, they will be equal. Now we are talking about the side RS over here. It is produced by extending this QS. So what we get is that the angle at this point, suppose this angle is X, we are saying this angle is also X. This angle we are saying it is Y. So what we have is Y is greater than X because this is exterior angle and these are the, this X is the interior opposite angle. So we are saying that this Y is greater than X. Now if we look at the triangle I am talking about, it is ASR. Now in this triangle, suppose this angle is say Z, then this is the exterior angle and this is the interior opposite angle. So what we get is that X is greater than Z. So this is what we require, that X is greater than Z. So when the side opposite to X is, look at this larger triangle over here. We are talking about this is triangle AQR. This is X and this angle is Z. We are saying X is greater than Z. So the side opposite to X is this AR and side opposite to Z is AQ. So we get that AR is greater than AQ and this is what we have to prove. Now next we are given a circle with center O and it is given that XY is the diameter and XZ is any chord. So what basically we have to prove is that diameter is the longest chord. Diameter is the longest chord means we are saying that this length XY is always greater than XZ. So we are saying a circle is given to us. This is the diameter, this is the center O and any chord is given to us. This is XZ. So the construction we are going to do is we are joining this Z and O. Now in this triangle we are talking about XOZ. We are using the result that the sum of the two sides is always greater than the third side. So we are saying this side XY, the XZ, this is less than XO plus OZ. Now if R is the radius, this is R and this is also R. So I can replace this OZ in this equation with OY. So I can replace this OZ with, so it becomes OX plus OY and this length is basically the length XY, that is the diameter. So we are saying if any chord is given to us, that out of all the chords, diameter is the longest chord for the circle. Now the next result we have to prove is that any triangle ABC is given and D is any point on this side BC. If we join the points A and D, we are having the figure in this form. So what we have to prove is that AB plus BC plus AC, that is, this is the perimeter basically, and the value of the perimeter is greater than 2 times the length AB. So what we are going to do is we are considering two triangles, one is ABD and second we are considering the triangle ACD. So if this is X, Y and suppose this length is AB and in place we can write AB and suppose this length is Z. So what we have is, if we look at this triangle ABD, we are saying that the sum of the two sides, that is X plus A, is greater than Z And when we look at the triangle, this triangle ADC, we are saying that Z plus B, Y plus B is greater than Z. Now if we add these two equations, what we get is X plus Y plus A plus B is greater than 2Z. A plus B is the length is, so X is the value AB, Y is the value AC, and this A plus B means we are talking about BC, and greater than Z means AD. And this is what we have to prove. In this question, a triangle ABC is given, and it is given that AD is the bisector of angle A. So we are saying, suppose this angle is X, this angle is X. We are marking these other angles. Suppose this is Y, Z, T and W. So what we have to prove is, we have to prove that the side AB is greater than BD. Now if we look at the triangle ABD, we are saying this angle T is the exterior angle over here. And if we look at the triangle ADC, we are saying this angle Z is the exterior angle. Now if Z is the exterior angle, so what we get is Z is greater than X and Z is greater than W. Similarly, we are having T is greater than X and T is greater than Y. Now if we look at this equation over here, we are saying Z is greater than X. This Z is greater than X. So what we get? We are writing this Z and this equation from these two, and this is T over here and this X is over here. This T and X we are using over here. We are saying that T is greater than X. Now if we look at this triangle over here, we are talking about this triangle ADB. We are saying this angle is X and this angle is Z, and we are having X is less than Z. The side opposite to X it is BD, and the side opposite to Z it is AB. So what we get is that BD is less than AB. This is the first part that we have to prove. Similarly, in the second triangle, when we are talking about, we are saying that T is greater than X. This is angle T and this is angle X. Side opposite to T is AC. Side opposite to X is DC. So what we get is that AC is greater than DC. Now next we have to prove is that the figure is given, and it is given that the side AB, is greater than the side AC. So if this side is greater than this, we are saying this angle is say C. This angle we are saying it is B. We are naming these angles as, say, this whole angle is A, this angle we are writing it is X, and this angle we are writing it is Y. So what we have from this is, we are given that AB is greater than AC, that is this side is greater than this. It means angle C is greater than angle B. We are having that this angle C is greater than the angle B. This is opposite to this, this is opposite to this. Now if we look at the triangle ADC, we are having that Y is greater than angle C, and if we look at this triangle ABD, we are saying that X is greater than the angle B. So combining these first two results, we are saying C is greater than B and C is less than Y. What we get is, we are saying it is B is less than C and C is less than Y. So we get B is less than Y. So if we look at the triangle over here, this is A, this is B, this is D. This angle is B and this angle is Y. If B is less than Y, the side opposite to B will be smaller than the side opposite to Y. So what we get is that AB is greater than AD. Now next, the figure is given to us, and the triangle ABC is given. We are saying that we have extended the sides AB and AC. AB is extended to BD and AC is extended to CE. and these two angles, this is angle X and this is angle Y, these are given to us, and further it is given that the value of X is greater than the value of Y. So if we write multiplied with -1, we get minus X is less than minus of Y. If we add 180 to both sides, we get 180 minus X is less than 180 minus Y. So what is 180 minus X? It is this angle we are talking over here. This is 180 minus X, and this angle we are talking about over here, it is 180 minus Y. So what we get is 180 minus X. It means this angle is the smaller angle, this angle is the smaller angle, and this angle at C, it is the larger angle. So side opposite to this, it is AB, and side opposite to this is AC. So what we get is that AB is greater than AC. Now next we are given a triangle PSR. This triangle is PSR, and a point Q is there such that the length of this PQ and PR, they are equal. We are saying this point Q is there such that these two lengths are equal. Suppose we are saying if this angle is X, then accordingly this angle will be X, because these two are equal. Now suppose this angle is Y and this angle is Z. Now if we look at the triangle PQR, then Z is the exterior angle. So what we get is Z is greater than X. And now if we look at the triangle PSQ, we are saying that this X is the exterior angle over here and this Y is the interior opposite angle. So we get X is less than, greater than, this X is greater than Y. This Z is less than X. So if we combine these two results, what we get is that Z is greater than X is greater than Y. So if we look at this triangle over here, this triangle is PSQ. This angle we are saying this angle is Y, and this angle we are saying this angle is Z. So we are saying Z is greater than Y. So the side opposite to Z will be greater than side opposite to Y. Side opposite to Z is PS and side opposite to Y is PQ. So we are saying this is greater than, PS is greater than PQ.